Does it ever feel like no matter how hard you try, your efforts go unnoticed? Like you're constantly giving, but you're still not getting the recognition you deserve? You find yourself questioning, why isn't anything changing? Why am I still being overlooked? It's frustrating, disheartening. But here's the truth. Your value isn't determined by how others see you, but it's undeniable that how you're perceived affects your life. Here's the thing. Your value doesn't come from how others see you, but it's undeniable that how you're perceived does affect your life, your career, your relationships, your self-esteem. In fact, the Stoics believe that while external circumstances are beyond our control, the way we choose to react to them and how we build our internal world is key to becoming truly valued. In this video, I'm going to share 9 powerful psychological strategies that will not only help you get noticed, but more importantly, help you become a priority in every aspect of your life, whether it's in your career, friendships, or even in your personal growth. These strategies will teach you how to shift your mindset and behavior to command the respect and attention you deserve. Command your space. Let's get straight to the point. You wouldn't settle for second place in your career, on the field, or at the gym, right? So why are you accepting second place when it comes to your life? Why are you letting others decide how much you're worth? It's not about ego, it's about respect. Respect for yourself, first and foremost. When you start treating your time, energy, and presence as valuable commodities, others will naturally take notice. Your space, whether it's physical or emotional, is yours to command. But you can't do this if you're constantly in environments where your worth isn't acknowledged. If people aren't recognizing your value, it's time to reassess your alliances. Choose environments where people understand and appreciate your contributions. When you do this, you elevate yourself simply by being in spaces that honor your worth. It starts with you, not them. No one else can decide how much value you have except for you. You are the emperor of your own self-regard. If you want to be the lead role in life's play, start by giving yourself the lead role in your own personal story. This is the essence of Stoic wisdom. It's about cultivating an inner sense of worth that doesn't rely on external validation. By taking command of your space, you're not just waiting for recognition to come to you. You're creating the conditions where recognition becomes inevitable. Forge your own joy. Here's a hard truth. When you anchor your happiness to someone else, it's like building a house on sand. It might look solid for a while, but one storm, one change, and everything falls apart. The man who masters his own joy holds a power that no one can take away from him. Stoicism isn't about suppressing your emotions or pretending to be fine. It's about finding your happiness in the things that you control. Think about it. The people who are truly magnetic, who draw others in without effort, are often the ones who are self-sufficient, who don't need constant validation or approval. When you begin to source your joy from within, whether it's through your daily routines, small personal victories, or quiet moments of reflection, you create a strength that is hard to overlook. This isn't about retreating into isolation. It's about being so grounded in your own sense of fulfillment that you become the rock, not the waves crashing against it. Be the man who is unshaken by external circumstances, the kind of person others can rely on because you aren't swayed by outside influences. When you can find joy in the simple, the everyday, and the personal, you'll naturally become a priority in the lives of others, not because you ask for it, but because your inner strength and independence make you impossible to ignore. Master the art of presence by absence. This is simple but so powerful. The scarcer something is, the more valuable it becomes. If gold were as common as gravel, no one would care about it. The same principle applies to your presence. When you're always available, always on call, you risk becoming just another part of the background, easily overlooked. Think about it. No wise Stoic sage ever gained respect by being at everyone's beck and call. It's not about playing games or controlling your time like a miser. It's about making your life so full of purpose and meaning that your availability becomes limited, not out of arrogance, but out of principle. When your life is full of pursuits that sharpen your mind, build your strength, and give you fulfillment, people will naturally begin to value your time. And when you do grant someone the privilege of your attention, it's no longer just another slot in your schedule, it's an event. Your presence becomes something to be cherished, not taken for granted. The art of absence isn't about disappearing or withdrawing completely. It's about having a life that is so compelling that your time becomes a rare and valued gift. When you walk away from a situation, it's not about leaving them in the dark. It's about giving them space to miss you and realize your worth. In the end, being the gold, not the gravel, will ensure you stand out, and your presence will be more than just noticed. It will be sought after. Keep your orbit, command their interest. Let's talk about one of the greatest paradoxes of human desire. People are drawn to what moves away from them. The harder something is to get, the more we want it. Think about it. The things that are hardest to get, the things that are rare and elusive, are often the things that draw us in the most. Now, consider your relationships and interactions. If you place someone at the center of your world, making them your sun and revolving your entire life around them, you risk becoming just another satellite, predictable, constant, and taken for granted. But if you make your own life rich and full of purpose, if you invest in your own passions and growth, you become the sun in someone else's orbit. And the beauty of this is that they will be drawn to you, not because you're hard to get, but because you're impossible to ignore. This isn't about playing hard to get or creating false distance. It's about being self-aligned, so grounded in your own journey that others feel naturally drawn to you. When you are deeply invested in your own path, your life becomes intriguing, a challenge, a mystery that others want to be a part of. Think of it like the old saying, the grass is always greener on the other side. People are naturally intrigued by the unattainable, the unoccupied, the sovereign. So when you remain focused on your own growth, you become the greener grass, the one they'll start to gravitate toward. You're not aloof, you're not playing games, you're just aligned with yourself. And in that alignment, you become a priority in their life without ever having to ask for it. Hold the power to step back is a quiet but incredibly powerful strategy that many people overlook, the ability to step back. This is one of the purest forms of self-respect, having the strength to fold your cards and walk away when necessary, whether it's from a bad deal, a one-sided relationship, or a situation where you're not being valued. Stoicism teaches us to detach from outcomes and focus on what's within our control, our actions, our values, and our integrity. Stepping back is not about quitting. It's about choosing your well-being over settling for less. It's a strategic retreat, one that asserts your worth without ever needing to shout it. Think of it like this: the strongest position you can hold is one where you're not bound to any one outcome or person. Every time you're willing to walk away, you send a powerful signal to the world. I value myself enough not to settle. This isn't arrogance, this is self-assurance. And here's the kicker. Often, the moment you start to step back is the exact moment others begin to take a step forward. They start to realize the value they might lose, your time, your energy, your presence. It's a paradox. When you let go, people start to cling to you. So hold this power close to your chest. Use it wisely and with a clear heart. Know when to step back and you'll find that everything else starts moving forward. Cultivate the fear of losing you. Let's talk about a strategy that's often misunderstood: the fear of losing you. This isn't about playing games or manipulating anyone. It's about showing others your intrinsic worth and letting them feel what it's like to miss you. It's a subtle but powerful approach. Here's the truth. We often don't realize the value of something until it's no longer around. The absence of something precious makes us crave it more. This isn't about withdrawing for the sake of playing hard to get. No, it's about creating space for reflection, space where others realize the importance of your presence. By pulling back a little, you send a message that your time and emotional investment are not guaranteed. They have to earn it. Diversify your attention. Spend time on your passions, your personal projects, your own life. When you do this, people start to feel the pull of your absence. Suddenly, your value increases in their eyes because they realize that you're not waiting for them to make you a priority. You're a man of many interests and many people who value you. This subtle shift in attention forces them to reevaluate your place in their life. When done right, it doesn't make them chase you, but it reminds them of what they stand to lose if they don't step up. And that's when you truly start to become a priority. The allure of the unspoken. In a world obsessed with oversharing, true power lies in silence. Stoicism teaches us that we don't need to reveal every detail of our lives to earn respect or admiration. Sometimes, less is more. The greatest allure lies in what remains unsaid. When you hold back, you create mystery. You invite curiosity, and that curiosity becomes your magnet. People are naturally drawn to what they don't fully understand. By not revealing every card you have, you turn yourself into a puzzle they can't wait to solve. Imagine this: you're at a gathering and someone asks about your past. Instead of offering a detailed recount, you give them broad strokes, just enough to spark interest, but not enough to satisfy their curiosity. You leave gaps for them to fill, and in doing so, you become something more than just another person in the room. You become an enigma, someone they can't help but think about, someone they can't even know more about. This approach doesn't require deceit or manipulation. It's simply about discretion. Let them earn your story piece by piece. This stirs an inner desire to know you better, and soon you'll realize that they are thinking of you long after the conversation ends. Remember, the more they have to invest in uncovering your layers, the more they'll value the discovery. You aren't just anyone. They are discovering someone of depth, someone worth their time. The currency of investment. Now, let's dive into a principle that can completely change how others see your value. Investment. In life, the more you invest in something, whether it's time, energy, or emotion, the greater its value becomes. This principle is especially powerful in relationships, both personal and professional. When you encourage others to invest in you, you automatically increase your value in their eyes. Think about it. When someone puts effort into something, they're more likely to appreciate its worth. This concept doesn't mean you should make people chase you or play games. It simply means that your time and energy are valuable, and you shouldn't give them away freely. Let's say you have a chance to spend time with someone, but you're already tied up with other commitments. Be honest about it. It's not about pushing them away or being aloof. It's about showing integrity and demonstrating that your time isn't something to be taken for granted. When people know that their access to you is a privilege, they begin to value it more deeply. Likewise, when someone goes out of their way to make time for you, acknowledge their effort. A simple gesture of appreciation shows that you value them in return. This act of reciprocity creates a cycle of respect where both parties recognize each other's worth and you become a priority, not just an option. The dance of give and take is a vital part of establishing value. Recognize your worth and set clear boundaries, and others will follow suit. The art of silence. In a world that's flooded with noise, real power lies in what's left unsaid. Silence isn't just the absence of words, it's a strategic tool in your arsenal. When you choose not to speak, you're not just withholding information, you're asserting your value. In the world of communication, we tend to give so much of ourselves, too much, too often. But when you hold back and allow silence to fill the space, you send a powerful message. Your attention and presence are not to be taken for granted. You can't be everyone's first call, always at their beck and call, and still expect to be valued as something special. Think of this as a simple yet powerful act of self-respect. If you're constantly initiating contact or reaching out, you might unknowingly diminish your own importance. Instead, by holding back and waiting for others to make the first move, you're allowing them to take the lead, showing that your time and engagement are a privilege that must be earned. This doesn't mean playing games or creating distance for the sake of manipulation. It's about creating the space where people can come to you not because they have to, but because they want to. You're not testing them. You're simply letting them show you their level of interest and commitment. By embracing silence, you balance the dynamics in any relationship, creating an environment where your presence becomes a sought-leader treasure. You set the tone, and when you do speak, your words carry weight because they are not spoken in haste, but with intention. And now, we've explored 9 powerful strategies to increase your value and make you a priority in the eyes of others. But these aren't just temporary tricks. They're a transformative shift in how you view yourself and how you carry yourself in the world. As Stoicism teaches, true value comes from within you, and these strategies are merely ways for you to affirm your self-respect, thereby attracting respect from others. Remember, life is not just about capturing the attention of others. More importantly, it is about building a strong and sustainable presence, a self-directed lifestyle where you are not only recognized but also valued. Every step you take, every small action in your life will contribute to building a person worthy of being prioritized in every situation. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. I hope you will apply these strategies in your life, not only to change how others perceive you, but also to change how you perceive yourself. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so we can continue creating valuable content for you. Together, we will continue the journey of living a purposeful life and staying true to Stoic values.